Your kidneys are whispering to you right now. Most people over 50 never hear it until it's too late. That slight puffiness under your eyes in the morning. The way your wedding ring feels just a little tighter than it did last summer. The faint ache in your lower back you've been blaming on your mattress. These aren't random. These are signals. And by the time your doctor catches them on a blood test, you've already lost nearly half your filtering capacity. But here's what almost nobody is talking about. Research from the last 3 years has uncovered something remarkable. Certain foods and drinks, ones you can buy for less than a cup of coffee, can actually help your kidneys regenerate the tiny blood vessels that do the cleaning. Not slow down the damage. Regenerate. In the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through exactly which ones, why they work at the cellular level, and the simple morning practice that's helping adults in their 60s and 70s show kidney markers of people decades younger. Stay with me. This changes everything you thought you knew about aging kidneys. Before we go deeper, if you're new here, welcome. This channel exists for one reason: to translate the newest, most credible science into practical steps you can actually use today. No fluff, no fear tactics, just what the research says and what to do with it. If that's your thing, tap subscribe and ring the bell so the next episode finds you. And do me a favor. Drop a comment letting me know where you're watching from and your age range. It helps me tailor future videos to what you actually need. I read every single one. All right, let's get into it. Here's something they don't teach in most health classes. Your kidneys are not just filters. They're one of the most vascular organs in your entire body. Pound for pound, they receive more blood flow than your brain, your liver, even your heart muscle. Every single minute, about a quart of your blood passes through them. Every day, roughly 180 liters gets filtered. And the machinery doing that work isn't some big industrial pump. It's millions of microscopic structures called nephrons, each one smaller than the tip of a pencil. Inside every nephron sits a tiny tangle of blood vessels called a glomerulus. Think of it like a coffee filter woven from capillaries thinner than a human hair. Now here's the uncomfortable truth. Starting around age 30, you begin losing nephrons. By 50, you've lost roughly 10%. By 70, closer to 30 or 40%. And once a nephron dies, it does not grow back. So why am I telling you something this discouraging? Because this is only half the picture. And the other half is where the hope lives. The nephrons you still have can be protected. The blood vessels feeding them can be rebuilt. And the filtering speed of your remaining kidney tissue, something doctors measure as GFR, can actually climb back up when you give your body the right raw materials. This is the field Dr. William Lee and other researchers call angiogenesis-based healing, supporting the body's ability to grow, repair, and maintain healthy blood vessels. And your kidneys respond to it faster than almost any other organ. For years, the standard advice for aging kidneys was basically 3 things: drink more water, cut your salt, take your blood pressure medication. And look, those things matter. But they're defensive. They're trying to prevent more damage. What the newer research is showing is offensive, proactive. You can actually feed your kidney tissue the specific plant compounds that trigger repair. Compounds like dietary nitrates that dilate kidney blood vessels, polyphenols that calm inflammation inside the nephron, citrate that prevents mineral crystallization in the tubules, and prebiotic fibers that stop toxins from ever reaching the kidneys in the first place. When you start delivering these consistently, something measurable happens. Within 48 to 72 hours, kidney blood flow improves. Within 2 weeks, inflammation markers drop. Within a month to 3 months, actual filtration rate often climbs. Not theory, measured in controlled studies. Let me show you what I mean. Number 1, beetroot. Let's start with what I think is the single most underrated kidney food on the planet: the beet. Beets are nature's concentrated source of dietary nitrates. When you eat or drink beets, bacteria on the back of your tongue convert those nitrates into a molecule called nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is like a master key for your blood vessels. It tells them to relax, widen, and let more blood flow through. Your kidneys love this. Remember, they're vascular organs. Better blood flow means better filtration. A study published in a peer-reviewed nephrology journal found that adults with mildly reduced kidney function who consumed concentrated beet juice daily for several weeks showed significant improvements in renal blood flow markers. Here's what most people get wrong about beets. They roast them, boil them for an hour, or buy them pickled in vinegar. Heat and long cooking destroy a portion of the active nitrates. The kidney-friendly way is raw beet, lightly steamed beet, or fresh cold-pressed beet juice. A small note: if you try this and your urine turns pink the next day, don't panic. It's a harmless condition called beeturia. About 1 in 10 people experience it. It just means the pigments passed through. Nothing is wrong. One more thing. If you use antibacterial mouthwash, you might be wiping out the tongue bacteria that convert nitrates. So skip the mouthwash on the mornings you drink beet juice. That small change alone can double the benefit. Number 2. Hibiscus. Next on the list is something you'll find in any health food store for a few dollars: dried hibiscus petals. Hibiscus tea has been consumed for centuries across Africa, the Caribbean, and Latin America. Grandmothers in those cultures drank it without needing a clinical trial to tell them it worked. But modern science has caught up. Hibiscus is packed with a specific class of antioxidants called anthocyanins. These are the pigments that give the tea its deep, ruby color. Anthocyanins do 2 important things for your kidneys. First, they reduce oxidative stress, the cellular damage that scars kidney tissue over time. Second, they gently lower blood pressure, which takes a huge load off your glomeruli. A controlled trial published a few years ago followed adults with prehypertension who drank hibiscus tea daily for 6 weeks. By the end, their systolic blood pressure had dropped meaningfully, comparable to some first-line medications, without the side effects. Lower blood pressure equals less strain on kidney filters. Less strain equals slower decline. And when you combine that with the anti-inflammatory effect, you get a 2-channel benefit from a single cup of tea. How to make it properly. 2 tablespoons of pure dried hibiscus petals, not a tea bag blend with sugar and flavorings, just the petals. Steep in hot, not boiling water for about 5 minutes. Strain. That's it. Drink it plain or with a squeeze of fresh lemon. A quick note: if you're already on blood pressure medication, talk to your doctor before making hibiscus a daily habit, because the effects can stack. Number 3. Citrus. Third on the list, and often overlooked: lemon. Lemon juice is one of the richest natural sources of citrate, and citrate is something your kidneys genuinely need, especially as you age. Here's why. As kidney function slowly drops, your urine can become more prone to crystal formation. Calcium oxalate crystals, uric acid crystals. These are the precursors to kidney stones, and they also cause microscopic damage to the tubules, even when they never grow large enough to cause a stone attack. Citrate binds to calcium in the urine and prevents those crystals from forming. It's so effective that doctors literally prescribe potassium citrate pills to patients with recurrent stones. But you can get a similar benefit from half a fresh lemon squeezed into water every morning. There's a bonus. The vitamin C in lemon supports collagen repair in the small blood vessels of the kidney, and the slight acidity helps your body absorb iron and other minerals from the rest of your meal. Simple practice. Half a fresh lemon, 12 ounces of room temperature water, first thing when you wake up. Not bottled lemon juice, fresh. The compounds oxidize within a few hours of squeezing. Number 4. Leafy herbs. Let's talk about parsley and dandelion. Most people think of parsley as a garnish you push to the side of the plate. Huge mistake. Parsley contains a flavonoid called apigenin. Apigenin has been studied for its ability to reduce oxidative damage inside the glomerulus, the filtering unit we talked about earlier. It also acts as a mild natural diuretic, helping your kidneys clear excess sodium and water without stripping potassium the way some pharmaceutical diuretics can. Dandelion, the same plant you've probably been pulling out of your lawn for years, supports bile flow and liver detoxification. Why does that matter for your kidneys? Because your liver and kidneys share the workload of clearing waste from your blood. When your liver processes more, your kidneys carry less. It's a team effort. A simple way to use both: a handful of fresh flat-leaf parsley, a teaspoon of dried dandelion root, a thumb of fresh ginger, steeped in hot water for 8 to 10 minutes. Strain, drink warm. It's earthy, a little bitter, but many people grow to enjoy it once they start feeling the difference. Important caution: if you're on warfarin or any blood thinner, parsley is high in vitamin K and can interfere with your medication. Check with your doctor first. Always. Now let me put this all together into something you can actually do, starting tomorrow. This isn't about buying 10 supplements or spending 2 hours in the kitchen. It's about one simple morning drink that delivers multiple kidney-supportive compounds in a single glass. Here's the formula I recommend to most people over 50 who want to be proactive. Step 1. Take half a small raw beet. Peel it, chop it, and drop it in a blender. Step 2. Add 1 cup of cold water and the juice of 1 fresh lemon. Step 3. Blend until smooth, then strain through a fine mesh strainer or cheesecloth. Step 4. While that's happening, steep 2 tablespoons of dried hibiscus petals in 1 cup of hot water for 5 minutes. Strain. Step 5. Combine the 2 liquids in a glass. That's your morning kidney tonic. Takes about 6 minutes from start to finish. Drink it on an empty stomach, first thing in the morning, at least 20 to 30 minutes before breakfast. That window matters, because your body absorbs these compounds more efficiently when your digestive system isn't competing with a meal. What to expect? In the first week, many people notice their urine looks lighter and clearer. Morning puffiness around the eyes starts to fade. By week 2 or 3, that heavy feeling in the lower back often lifts. And if you're someone who tracks blood work, many people see measurable improvements in their next panel, especially in markers like creatinine, BUN, and estimated GFR. This isn't magic, it's physiology. You're delivering the raw materials your kidneys have been starving for. Let me save you some frustration by pointing out what people get wrong. Mistake number 1. Buying the pre-bottled beet juice or hibiscus drinks from the grocery store. Most of them are loaded with added sugar, preservatives, and have lost most of their active compounds during processing and shelf storage. Make it fresh. It costs less and works better. Mistake number 2. Expecting results in 3 days and quitting when they don't come. Kidney tissue responds over weeks, not hours. Commit to 30 days before you evaluate. Mistake number 3. Using this as a replacement for prescribed medication. Do not stop any medication your doctor has you on. These drinks support and enhance what your body is doing. They don't replace clinical care. Talk to your doctor, especially if you're on blood pressure medication, blood thinners, or diuretics. Mistake number 4. Drinking it alongside coffee or a big breakfast. The compounds compete with caffeine and food for absorption. Give it 30 minutes of breathing room. Mistake number 5. Ignoring the rest of your lifestyle. This tonic is powerful, but it won't rescue you if you're eating ultra-processed food 3 times a day, not sleeping, and not moving. The tonic is the foundation. Walking 20 minutes a day, sleeping 7 hours, and cutting processed sodium are the pillars that hold the house up. I want to zoom out for a moment because I think this is important. Kidney decline has been framed for decades as an inevitable part of aging, something to monitor, manage, and eventually accept. But the research coming out of nephrology and nutrition science in just the last 5 to 10 years tells a different story. Your kidneys have a remarkable capacity for functional improvement when given the right inputs. The nephrons you've lost are gone, yes, but the ones you still have, and most people over 50 still have the majority, can work more efficiently, with better blood flow, less inflammation, and more protection against future damage. What we're really talking about here is the difference between aging and decline. Those are not the same thing. Aging is inevitable. Decline, to a significant degree, is optional. And the choice you make each morning, whether you pour yourself a sugary coffee drink or a glass of something that actively supports your filtering organs, compounds over time. 365 mornings a year, times 5 years, times 10. The math is staggering. The people I see in their 70s and 80s with clean blood work, steady energy, no swelling, no medication list a page long, they didn't get lucky. They made small, consistent choices for decades. You can start making those choices today. So here's what I want you to do. Tomorrow morning, before you touch anything else, make the tonic. Half a beet, 1 lemon, 2 tablespoons of dried hibiscus, 6 minutes of prep. Do it for 30 days. Just 30. Write down today how you feel, your energy level, any swelling, the color of your urine, how your lower back feels when you wake up. Then check in again on day 30. I'm willing to bet you'll notice things you didn't expect. Clearer thinking, better sleep, rings that fit again, shoes that aren't tight by evening. And if you have the chance, get basic kidney blood work done now and again in 90 days. Let the numbers speak for themselves. If this video helped you see kidney health in a new light, do 2 things for me. Hit that like button. It genuinely helps this kind of evidence-based content reach more people who need it. And share this with one person in your life who's over 50, your parent, your spouse, a friend. This information could change the trajectory of their next 20 years. In the comments, tell me this. Will you commit to the 30-day tonic? A simple yes is enough. I'll be reading. Until next time, take care of the organs that take care of you. Your kidneys have been filtering your blood quietly for every single day of your life. They deserve a little gratitude in return. See you in the next one.